Guys, your next comic coming to the stage has been up here several times in the past, and each time he's up here, he just gets funnier and funnier. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Pharaoh.
The real hip-hop MCing.
What's good, everybody? What's good? Yeah, I just got to start this off, man. Music, man. I am a big music fan. I am a music lover. It is where it's at for me. And I hate to pull the race card so early, but I got to say, I thank God for black Americans for coming up with jazz, man. It's like what a lot of people don't understand about jazz is that it's the only thing this country has shared with the rest of the world without the expense of a single life, all right? What we do know is that jazz led to blues, blues led to rock, one of the greatest rock bands of all time, Led Zeppelin. Yes, those British bad boys played their asses off, even though they stole their music from black blues musicians. But in the words of Pink Floyd, it's just another brick in the wall. These aren't real bricks. However, black people, we've given up on rock music altogether, you know, and at that same time, Isaac Hayes was doing the Shaft soundtrack, Curtis Mayfield was doing Superfly, white people was jamming too. It was 2003 that I heard a song from 30 years prior from a band called Leonard Skinner. Name of the song was Freebird. I didn't know what an air guitar was, but I was playing one. A little while after that, I got onto Nirvana. And I'm so far out of the loop, I'm asking people when they're coming out with another CD. A guy pulls me to the side, he's like, hey, bro, you know Kurt Cobain died, right? I'm like, yeah, that's pretty tragic, but who the hell is that? He tells me Kurt Cobain is the lead singer of Nirvana. He's the leader of the grunge revolution. At those words, I went home, I downloaded everything. Downloaded. Yes, I did it. I stole from the artist. I stole from a dead guy. You've cheated on your wife before, but you say you still love her, right? All right, but I ended up getting on the Tool. I got on the Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Do you remember the first time you heard the Beatles? For me, it was the Sgt. Pepper Lonely Hearts Club album. The track was Strawberry Fields. I had to stop it halfway through so I can call my weed man. Because it's just that intense. And one of the things I noticed about a lot of modern musicians, a lot of modern rockers, let's take Stone Temple Pilots, for example, they need to stay on the drugs that got them to where they are. Because the second sobriety walks in the door, creativity walks out. You know, and there's no real rockers anymore. There's no rock stars. There's no rock and rollers like they call it in the UK. You know, nowadays you just have rock bands. And it's like, I'm not trying to really condone drugs, but when drugs come to music, you know, drugs incite the grit in life, the shame and the shine of love, you know. Would you buy a Snoop Dogg CD if you found out there wasn't a single puff of smoke in the studio when he recorded it? How high would you need to be to purchase an Amy Winehouse CD if she had said yes, yes, yes? You know, that's that. Even Michael Jackson, he was about to go on the greatest tour ever, so they say, and the king of pop was the king of popping pills. You know, but you know that low feeling you get when you're driving down the road and you're seeing a bandit shoe on the side of the highway, and you think, damn, man, never partied that hard. Somebody was partying like a rock star, and it wasn't you. But that phrase doesn't mean the same. It's like, because to me, now, if you're not partying like Charlie the Machine, I don't want to hear about you. I have nothing to do with you. Got a Charlie Sheen fan there. That's what I'm talking about. But I can say I partied like Charlie Sheen once, my entire life. And I got to thank my mother, because she taught me the few words that have taken me all the way through my life. If you're going to do wrong, you do it right. I found myself at a techno party, and I knew for sure, without a doubt, that I would be the only black person there. But I was wrong. I was just the only brother. Now, every other country in the world sends their representatives to techno parties, all right? And I found myself in the middle of the dance floor around Russians, Italians, Lebanese, Congolese, Ethiopians, Nigerians, and fellas, I'm just talking about the women, all right? I'm dancing with a pair of Icelandic girls, and they dance like this. This is what they do. Play with the skirt. Swagger was off, but the body was banging. And she tells me, you want to go party? Me, you, my friend, let's go party. Next thing I know, I'm in a blacklight lit bathroom doing lines off of nipples, and they're doing lines off my cock. And I just think about my mother. Thank God this is the wrong way to do right.
Tut Gift, ladies and gentlemen, the Pharaoh.
Pharaoh.
What's going on, Funny Bone? Ladies and gentlemen, cooches and cocks. Hello. Tonight I'm here to make you laugh, but at the same time, gotta prove a point. And there's a lot of shit going on in this country. And I'm not talking about what's going on in the White House. STDs. Plain and simple. We can't put a condom on. It's near impossible to put a condom on, and let me tell you why. Safe sex sucks. Safe sex sucks so bad. I'd rather stay in a broken relationship with someone I'm comfortable not wearing a condom with than starting all over with someone new. I hate safe sex so much, I can't even watch a porn if the guy is wearing a condom. And granted, I love your average dirty talking woman, but there's certain things you can't say when I'm wearing a rubber. Like, do you feel how wet this pussy is? No, I don't. You might as well take my hand and run it down your jeans and ask me how smooth your legs are. Get on up here, Chief. But you ever had someone pull out a cheap condom? One time a girl pulled out a Durex, expecting me to use that shit like I don't know it come from the abortion clinic. Just to ensure her repeat business. Well, like I said, though, I'm here to make you laugh, but at the same time, I got to prove a point. You know, a lot of people don't know, you can get hurt with a condom. You can get herpes, gonorrhea, syphilis, chlamydia from a blowjob. But who's getting the dick sucked with condoms on? Who's practicing safe oral? I'm not. Never will. You know, I'll settle for a hand job before a covered condom blowjob any day of the week. Her hand and mine don't make me no difference. She'll start, I'll finish. But you remember the first time you hit it raw? For me, it was an accident. It was an accident worth making. You know, they say you're supposed to learn from your mistakes, but only thing I learned was I've been doing it wrong the whole time. You know, the only thing I learned was that I felt pussy for what pussy really was. Because before then, it was like every pussy felt the same. The only thrill was the conquest of another woman spreading her legs. But I was in the pussy raw for all of 10 seconds. And sure as shit, an alarm just sounded off in the back of my head like an ejection seat, and a fighter jet just screamed, pull out, pull out, pull out. Next thing I know, I'm jizzing all over the place like a sprinkler. Look down at what's left of the condom, and it looks like a sack of groceries that should have been double bagged. You know, but like I said, you know, I keep saying this, you know, I'm here to make you laugh, but I got to prove a point. You know, the future's dim. You know, the children are our future. They don't look so bright. You know, you think it's tough enough having to explain to your kids that, you know, where babies come from. Where do you got to explain to them why they got blisters on their hoo-ha? If you ask me, when is an appropriate age to explain to your child they've been adopted? I don't know. So I sure as shit don't know we should tell them why they got the hurt. You know, but a common misperception, generally, you know, hot girls like hot guys. Hot guys fool around with a lot of girls. So just because she's 25 years old, only been with 3 guys, doesn't mean each one of those gel-haired, tap-out T-shirt, Abercrombie Republic, baggy jean with a do-rag douchebag, just because they're not showing any symptoms doesn't mean they ain't passing HPV to women like a cashier giving you a receipt, just thank you, come again. That happens. And a common scenario, let me see here. Let's say this young lady here. She's dating a few guys. They take her out to eat. They give her a few shots to drink. You know, she's not sleeping with any of them. She's not a slut. She's only sucking a few cocks a week. And I just got the red light, which means I got about 10 seconds, so I can't even finish the rest of this shit for you guys. All right, but I'm very sorry. However, my name's the Pharaoh, and you guys have a great night. Very sorry.